Hello, dear listeners and friends. I wanted to celebrate two important things with you today, International Women's Day and 1 year of Thank You Mama. I launched this podcast on International Women's Day last year, dreaming that it would one day become a platform for women around the world to connect and inspire each other and motivate each other and empower each other through their mothers' life stories and their lessons. And when I started implementing it, I thought I was insane. I had no idea how I was going to reach out to women across the globe from my living room in the middle of a pandemic while homeschooling my son. But I did it thanks to you. Week after week, you tune in from 70 different countries around the world to learn from these amazing women. And what fantastic lessons we heard until now. I've learned a ton. I've learned to be brave and to make extraordinary decisions. I've learned that difficulties and challenges are here for me to become stronger and to learn. I've learned to exercise a little bit every day. I learned that the recognition should not come from the people around me, but from inside. And I've learned that sometimes you have to do the opposite to achieve your goal. I also wanted to tell you today that I am starting a monthly newsletter in which I share the most important quotes and lessons from past episodes, but also resources I find valuable, interesting books on women's lives or on motherhood, inspiring podcasts, movies, essays, anything to feed our soul. If you'd like to receive this monthly dose of inspiration, you can go to thankyumama.net and subscribe there or send me a mail to info@thankyumama.net. And for the next newsletter, I am compiling a playlist with relaxing music by women musicians from around the world. And I would love your input. If you have a favorite song, especially by your local musician, please send me an email. I would love to include her and we'll make this our playlist. And finally, since we're all about learning and widening our horizons here, I'd like to share with you what I just learned about Women's Day. Did you know that the first Women's Day commemoration was held on February 28th, 1909 in New York City? I did not. August 1910, an International Socialist Women's Conference was organized in Copenhagen in Denmark. And the following year, on March 19th, International Women's Day was marked for the first time by over 1 million people in Austria, Denmark, Germany, and Switzerland. In the Austro-Hungarian Empire alone, there were 300 demonstrations. I am very proud of this. In Vienna, women paraded on the Ringstrasse and demanded a right to vote and to hold public office, and they also protested against employment discrimination. 1913, Russian women observed their first International Women's Day on the last Saturday in February. And a year later, 1914, International Women's Day was held on March 8th in Germany and is now always held on March 8th in all countries around the world. You live and learn. And in this sense, here's to many, many more amazing lessons from awesome women around the world. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe and rate 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. I can't do this without your support. Thank you for listening.